welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new travel series. Reached the base of the Montserrat mountain, which is right behind me. Our guide told us is where you can feel the energy of the earth. This is so good. I feel so happy having rice. Guys, luggage aa gaya hamara.
Approximately 10 hours later.
Hey you guys, welcome to day 3 in Barcelona and also our last day. But there's so much more that we have to see and we have a full day here. I am actually really sad to be leaving Barcelona. This place has been so beautiful and magical. But as you can see, last night it rained quite heavily and even our balcony is all wet and stuff. But all set to explore. Definitely it is really cold, so I'm going to put a beanie, a scarf around my neck and everything because I don't really want to catch a cold and I'm already feeling a little under the weather. Nonetheless, let's get this day started and let's go to Sagrada Familia. We are taking a metro to Sagrada Familia and the metro system is quite simple. So you need to change the language in the machine and you can easily navigate yourself. Also, do rely on Google Map for all your transport because it just gives you the exact metro line and everything. Currently we're waiting for a metro. It's 5 minutes away. So let's head to Sagrada Familia. Oh my god! So here we are, visiting the stunning Sagrada Familia in Barcelona. And honestly, it took our breath away. It's a massive church designed by the famous architect Antoni Gaudi. And believe it or not, it's been under construction since 1882. The building is still not finished, but even as it is, it's absolutely grand. So guys, currently we're inside the Sagrada Familia and I can't believe this beautiful structure. You can see all these glass which are painted right here. And while my husband is listening to all the history, I just thought that I will take you around this place. It's ginormous and look at those towers. So freaking pretty. When you step inside the Sagrada Familia, it honestly feels like you walked into another world. The first thing that hits you is the light. The stained glass windows are filled with vibrant colors that change throughout the day. Gaudi designed them so that the morning light glows cool blues and greens, and the evening light is all warm reds and oranges. It's like the whole place breathes with nature. The columns inside are designed like tall tree trunks, reaching up and branching out. And those grand towers, each one represents something meaningful. The tallest is dedicated to Jesus Christ, while others are for the Virgin Mary, the Apostles, and the Evangelist. Hey guys, so we just got done with Sagrada Familia. Unfortunately, we could not visit the Nativity Tower. We had bought tickets to the tower as well, but it has been raining continuously and they blocked access to it. Right now we are sitting in a cafe very close to Sagrada because it's freaking cold and we need to have something in our systems. So we've ordered an empanada, some french fries and one hot chocolate. Let's enjoy some food now.
After walking around Barcelona, next we headed to Casa Batlló, and it honestly felt like stepping into a dream. Redesigned by Antoni Gaudi in the early 1900s, this building is full of curves, colors, and nature-inspired details. The balconies look like masks, the windows flow like water, and the roof, it's shaped like a dragon's back. Casa Batlló is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a stunning example of Gaudi's genius. Definitely one of the highlights of the city.
Hey you guys, the next destination after a long bus ride is Park Güell. It's one of the popular spots here in Barcelona and very excited to see this. It's a nice place to chill. But let's see what's the hype all about. And as far as I know, there's some performances which happen here. So let me figure out where those performances take place. But I can see it's really pretty. So let's go. So after exploring the city, we made our way to Park Güell. And it's such a fun, colourful place. It's designed by Antoni Gaudi in the early 1900s and was originally meant to be a private housing project. But that didn't work out. Instead, it became this beautiful public park full of mosaic tiles, curvy benches, and amazing city views. guys, it has just stopped raining and we are now on our way back to the hotel because I'm not feeling well, really. It's so freaking cold, and we are thinking of taking the metro back just to save some money because Uber is showing about 14.24 euros, and I think हम metro में 3 euros per person में पहुंच जाएंगे. Not really sure, but I'll pop up all the prices over here. But yeah, freaking cold, it's freezing, and despite I'm wearing like quite a few layers, and despite that I'm feeling really cold. I've already catch a cold as well, so can't help it. I just hope it doesn't rain tonight because it's going to be our last night here in Barcelona. We do intend to go out for a few hours, I guess, but let's see how it goes.
Later that same evening.
Hi you guys, thought of heading back home, but we are currently roaming around the Gothic quarters. I hope you guys are able to hear me, and look at that. Everything is so pretty, it's just unbelievable. And yeah, we were staying in the Gothic quarters, and my bad, I didn't know. But nonetheless, we're just exploring and looking for soup because it's freaking cold and we need something hot.
A few moments later.
Guys, we are back at Taverna del Bisbe. Here we had the dinner last night as well, and Shashwat wants some soup and I want just something hot to eat. And soup would do for me, but I am craving for some chicken soup and they don't have it here. So I've ordered fried eggs with chips. Let's see how it is and stuff. Obviously, eating out at a restaurant is pretty expensive, but we are carrying food from home as well. That's what we're gonna have for dinner. But yeah, eating out can cost you a lot. Even right now, I think so our bill would be something around 20 euros, and that's like the standard of eating out, I guess. But nonetheless, loving the vibe of Barcelona, minus the rain because it's super cold at this point and we are literally shivering. But it's our last day here in Barcelona and we just have to soak in each and every vibe of it.
The next morning.
Hey you guys, welcome to day 4 in Spain, but not in Barcelona, as we're checking out from this property here in Barcelona and we are headed to the airport. It's currently 6 in the morning and we have our flight at 9:55. We are heading to Malaga and I'm so excited to be going there because now we're going to start exploring the south of Spain, and I hope it isn't as chilly as it was here. In case you like this vlog, you know the drill. Like this vlog, share it with your friends, ask me any form of questions that you need to. I guess I haven't clarified a lot about the transportation of how we got here, so let me just clarify those points as well. We took a bus from the airport to the city center and it's quite easy. You just have to use Google Maps to navigate, and it was quite cheap compared to other modes of transportation. It just costed us 7.25 euros. Cab was costing us around 40 euros or something. It was 7.25 euros per person, so still it is way cheaper than we would have spent. And what else do I need to tell you guys? You can also get the day pass, which is for 48 hours, and there's one for 72 hours if you want to use the buses and the metros a lot, because then you will end up saving a lot of money using that card. And yeah, I hope you guys like this vlog, and if you did, you know the drill, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.